of stuff, but I want to do a lot of stuff, if that makes sense. And just like I was telling another part of me, this is a lady I was talking to, and I was saying, that you don't need money to do that. So I'm already praying to God that I'm gonna help somebody. I'm gonna touch somebody today. I know I don't need no money for that, but there's some bigger things. I was walking her through getting sponsors and stuff like that. As long as I got a good idea and a good heart, and I'm willing to put the work in. See, that's gonna be the key thing. I'm willing to put the work in. So that's why I'm working on myself, working on my mind, working on my body, but mostly my mind. I'm on another 66-day challenge. I'm almost done with that challenge. I said I was gonna work on my son's website, just promoting him. And of course, for 66 days, I want to get to a certain level. And then after that, everything is back up and running. Then I want to make sure he has a present. That's one thing that I want to do. Then of course I want to be there for my wife as well too. So what we're doing, we're gonna take like a little 3-day mini vacation, which is a staycation. It's in the state, but it ain't like you said, we didn't go out of the state. Is what we didn't do. So we just kind of chilling. So the main thing, what I got to do. Hold on one second. I'm right behind this truck here. All right, let me go ahead and pass him. Man, he getting up. But like last night, I'm sitting, I'm looking, I'm working on the site. I really didn't feel real good today. Hadn't been exercising on a regular basis. I think tonight I'm going to get in. I'm going to exercise tonight for sure, for sure. I'm exercising tonight. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna exercise tonight. If I don't do number one thing, see, I got the bathroom project going on, which that's all field-based stuff. See, that's what I'm working on. It's field-based stuff. I didn't want to waste the money on something that I can already do, but is it wasting money? That's the war. Plus, the reason that I'm dragging my feet so long because the field of unknown. But I said I want to live in this unknown where all the excitement is. This is it. This is how it manifests itself of me being conservative and not necessarily living because I'm worried about what the people say. That's number one. I know folks say they don't care, but they care. Or, you know, cause in this bathroom, right? At every challenge, it's another challenge. I don't know what's gonna happen, so I'm trying to work it all out in my mind because I'm looking at the end product and I'm worried about the end product. You know what I'm saying? I'm always at the end. I mean, like, man, how is that gonna kind of come out? You know what I'm saying? So I be scared at every step, just like going driving back and forth to work. I'm not scared of that step. I've been using it for years. But once I get to work, you know, meeting new people, there's a certain scariness to it, to a certain degree, right? But more often, it's gonna be as far as taking a lot of things personally. All this is just mental construct type stuff. Reaching out, trying to reach my son in a certain way, my daughters in a certain way, to have meaningful conversations about the development and the movement of his life. I mean, I want to have that, right? That's one thing I want. That's what I'm envisioning. And we talk, but it's kind of superficial. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because I'm not talking about what he want to talk about, and then he's not talking about what I want to talk about. You see what I'm saying? It's always the case. But while I was sleeping, it came up. Some Stephen Covey came up. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. So for the rest of this week, I'm going to be brushing up on my listening. I'm going to be brushing up on my listening on what people are telling me, what they are saying. Because I listened to the One Thing podcast, and it was one of the guys' thing on that the other day was that, hey, look, selling is different. he's a sales coach or whatever. He says selling is different. Selling is different. So that means that back in the day where the salesperson had to know all the product knowledge, nowadays they don't have to know all the product knowledge. Matter of fact, the person is going to be probably the expert because they can cram on the one subject and then come in with just their list of questions. So to be that person is obsolete. Selling now is Selling now is just talking to people, understanding why they need what they need. So it's seeking first to understand, then to be understood. So that's what was clicking to me last night. So I'm gonna be doing that today, all day long, for the rest of the week. I'm gonna be listening. Now, I especially want to be listening to my wife. I know in the past, when she first started her job, I say, look, all that blood and guts, I don't want to hear it, blah, 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 talk to your daughter. But now, I'm at a point now, I'm a little stronger. I got some strength. I'm going to start digging into that. I'm looking back and I remembering I'm working the muscle. She asked me what you did at work today. I've been paraphrasing. Now I'm gonna be going into more detail because she want to hear what that is. Hear about my day, my whole day. Then I'm gonna hear about her whole day. We're gonna decompress together. Kind of remind me of this book I read called The Go Giver. It was the same thing. He said, man, in a relationship, 50-50 is a losing proposition. Even Steven, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. But we ain't going even Steven. It's 100%. I'm doing 100. I'm doing 100% all the time, regardless. I gotta put in 100. I gotta do my best. I gotta do my best. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm looking forward to that. Cause like I said, I've been kind of out of sorts. I don't know if it's July. I know certain times of the year. Normally it is in July. Normally it is in July. I get kind of out of whack. I think in the past, the reason the summer has gotten me out of whack is because the kids are not in school. See, the kids are not in school. So since the kids are not in school, we used to go on vacation. They was always at home. I never had that structure. So I'm thinking that's still going on. After 20, 30 years of kids being in school, it kind of it's a pattern, but it's a broad pattern. See, it's on a year basis. Certain times of the week I can recognize, certain times of the day I can recognize, but it's all been programmed in, and I'm trying to rewrite and get out of that programming. So I hadn't been eating right. I haven't. I've been eating King's wings. Yesterday I had a piece of lemon cake. Yeah, I'm pretty much think I'm gonna go ahead and ban that. Get that out of my. By me saying it out loud, that cake is banned. Then, for some reason, it worked. I don't want it no more, right? Or I already have the rule in mind, so when it comes up, I'll be like, nah, I ain't gonna eat it. Like the other day, my boss man had a birthday. They bought this huge cake up in there. They was doing all that stuff, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm just not gonna get a slice. They getting big hunks of it, and I'm like, dang, that's a big hunk of cake. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't there, bro. Because I'm in a new future. In the new future, myself don't eat big hunks of cake like that. Hey, you don't eat it. You know, I do other stuff. So I got to start back. I think what's been happening too is I have to start back packing my lunch some kind of way. I think I'm gonna take that roast out tonight. I got to get back on some type of pattern or program. But I think I'm gonna beef up on my word, of course, because I'm word made. And I'm gonna beef up on my meditation instead of once a day. I'm gonna start doing it twice a day. The last night was a kind of a wake up call too. I kind of knew this was happening. Sometimes I get home and I do a few things, and then my wife may be doing so. I gotta plan something else to do, but I want to do. So I ended up doing nothing. Just waiting because she was doing homework, and now it's 10 o'clock. I know it's time to go to bed, but she wasn't ready to go to bed. I just had nothing planned for after 10 o'clock, so I just kind of meandered around and wasted another 2 hours. I ain't totally wasted, but I pretty much wasted. So I gotta have something planned all the way up to 10 o'clock. All right. So this is a test. We're gonna see how that works out. Peace out. I gotta take this down some kind of way.